Come with me and my family to spend a day and a half in Turkey, Istanbul, using just public transport to get us there.
It is so early. I have been up since like 5:15. Actually, no, it has been earlier than 5:30, like 5:15. I was up, I think I was up at like 4:30.
Yeah, I'm the weirdo who thought it was a great idea to take 2 toddlers, 3 suitcases, a pram, my husband and myself all the way to the airport just using public transport. And yeah, don't get me wrong, it was a little bit hectic, but my toddler had a great time, which kind of made it all worth it. However, starting our day at 4:30 in the morning when we had 3.5 days of travelling ahead of us, probably not the best idea. We've always been big travellers before we had kids, and we refuse to believe that having children means that you have to stop seeing the world, especially while they're young. Both our kids, alhamdulillah, have actually taken their first flight before they were 6 months old. And don't get me wrong, it is more hectic when you're trying to navigate planes, trains, and all of that with 2 young children, but it is also so worth it when you see them experience a new culture, new food, new places for the very first time. And alhamdulillah, we have been so blessed to be able to show our kids these things in the world. Like our 3-year-old, for example, already has a very good understanding and open-minded view of the world and people around her. And I fully believe that us not stopping doing things just because we have kids has actually helped my daughter to develop that view. And so when we had a stopover in Istanbul, Turkey, we decided to extend it not just so that our kids would sleep in an actual bed and not the airport floor, but so that we could go back to the place where it all began, of me and my husband becoming Muslims. My daughter is always asking to go to the masjid, and so she came and we prayed together in the mosque, and she had an absolutely amazing time. And alhamdulillah, it was so surreal being back in the place where it kind of like all began. Istanbul was the first time I ever really learned about Islam, but not only that, it was such an amazing holiday for us as a family. And the kids had just as much fun coming back a second time as they did the first, even though I controversially do think Istanbul is actually quite expensive. We managed to visit Şişli, Osman Bey and Taksim Square, which was really nice. And whenever we tell people about our travels, especially going with a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, everyone always kind of has a negative opinion, thinking, oh my gosh, you're going to be so stressed out and it's going to be so horrible because they're so young. However, at the end of this 3.5 days, we had taken 6 trains, 2 taxis, and 2 quite long flights, and at the end of it, yeah, sure, we were quite tired, but it was an amazing experience. And as always, I am so grateful to God for giving us these opportunities. But if you're thinking about traveling with kids and you're nervous, this is just your sign to do it, because yes, it will be hectic, but it'll be so worth it.